Where you are, you don't have to use a band ever if you don't want to. Let's do it. Down and up. I'm going to mute you just in case I need to. Keep going. Down and up. All right. What a great way to start the week. Just lift up, breathe in, open it up like you're just stretching it all out, pressing down, lifting up, squeezing your abs in, pushing your knees out. We're going to be doing a lot of that. Just engaging all of this hip work, down and up, breathing and lifting, pressing down, lifting up. Couple more. And then we're going to go side to side. So it's actually, instead of stopping for a long time, we're just going to full stop, lift up, other side, full stop. Push down, lift up, little rotation twist, lift up, little rotation twist. So you're just activating the muscles in your legs, you're activating your glutes, you're activating your core, all the things, just at full stop, press up, full stop, press down, lift up. Breathing and lifting. It's so nice out here. It's not sweltering. I really appreciate that. Now, as you go through these, could you go down lower, right? And you want to get the lower from the legs versus the lower from just bending your face forward, right? So you're just bending that knee. Yes. And you're seeing what's there, right? Like, could you go down, pause, press up, lift up, activate your core. We're connecting everything side to side, individual sides. Yes. Now, we're going to take it over to the first side and hold. I want a little bit of a twist. If you can, hand goes on the floor. If you need a block, use that. Stability from the ground up. Open that hand. Lengthen your spine, draw the hip back, and then press down through your heel, come back up to the center, take your time, activate everything, other side. See what's here, right? What can your leg do? What can your spine do? Twist and open. Oh, like a great good morning stretch. 3, 2, and then side to side just a couple times. So now you're a little bit deeper, a little bit of twist. Breathe and lift. Yes. Last time. Right there. Lift it up. Shake it out. And we're going to go to some sumo squats. And before we do that, I just want to get your calves just a little bit stretched out. So just a step back. It doesn't have to be a big lunge. Just a little purposeful plant, line your hips up, square them up, keep that rotation, push the heel down. Just kind of getting all the kinks worked out before we start. All right, we're going to put the band on and we're going to do step outs and then we're going to do push backs. So I have my chair here more in this situation for support if I need it, because I'd rather have that leverage, especially with the band, than to be kind of doing this. So we want to work stability, but we also want to work strength, and it's always toggling between those things and what you need to maximize both. So band or no band, we're going to drop down. As you drop down, kind of situate your feet so you can push the knees. They have a little bit of something to push into. Shift into your right hip. Slide that hip back so you're not swinging it out. Slide it back and then lift this leg and just sort of this tap out and in. And we're going to get more intentional with this tap out. Squeeze your abs, lift your chest, drop your shoulders, anchor from this leg. Right? So it's just tapping out right now, kind of tapping out with the foot. See if you can go any lower. Yes, we're doing it 10 times. This is number 9. I've been counting. One more. And bring it in. Stand up. Drop it down. Push into your left heel. Slide that hip back. Let's go. Just tap out. So anchor through your core. Squeeze those shoulder blades, that little tip back. Breathe. Hugging this in, but do you feel all the work here in order to keep it still? Breathing, breathing, breathing. Tap it out. Couple more. And then bring it up. Shake it out. Second set. We're going to drop down. This time I want you to push out a little bit more with the knee. So I want a little more force. We're going to build. All right, take it down. Chest up, abs in, go. 10. Right? So you're just creating a little more tension. It's not as much about this leg as it is about this leg. Breathing and lifting. Chest up. Yes. A lot of core work here. One more. And bring it up. Drop it down. Anchor this heel, anchor this hip, chest up, go. Anchor your core. And you may find like one side's like, oh, I can really hold and stabilize that side. Yeah. You got it. Stay in it. You're breathing, right? Couple more, abs in. And that's it right there. Press down, lift up, shake it out. Feet wide. Knees are going to go wide. So we're going to do a sumo squat right here. It's just that wide stance squat. Pushing the knees out on the down. Let it go, release it on the up. So I want tension on the down, release on the up. Let's go. Out. A little bit of release. Press out. Squeeze in from your core. Breathe. You see how low you can go while you keep your head above the heart. Engage your hips. Feel your hips. Good. Couple more. Yes, one more. And now press it down, lift up, shake it out a little bit. Now we're going to go to the standing single leg push back. Right? So you've had a second to like situate yourself with both feet down. Plant your right foot, lift your left leg. Now lift up from your hip bone so you make your abs solid and just push back and in as far as you can go, and you want to keep your hips squared to the front. Right? So there's a lot of work in that standing hip. Yes. We're going to do 10, and then we're going to switch sides. So you don't have to hold on. You could just stabilize, right? You're going to have a little bit of different leverage. Yes. If you hold on, right? Like I can lift that leg a little higher if I just have something. And when you get to 10 on that side, right into the first side again. Here we go. A little bit faster on that second set, right? You're just pushing that hip back, squeezing your abs in, working the glutes, working your abs. You got it. And when you get to your 10, switch sides, plant, lift, abs in, let's go. I don't like not facing you because I feel like you're getting a weird view. So abs pull in. I have a slight lean forward, but I'm staying solid from here, so I'm not like crumpling. Yes. 3, pushing it back, finding your glutes. 2, and 1. Shake it out. Back to the sumo squat. Feet wide. Knees are going to press out, down and up. We're going to finish this with 20 of these. Go. Press out and up. Number 1. Number 2. Chest up, shoulders back. This is where you can really maximize what you're doing. All those muscle fibers should be turned on, Push through your heel. Yes. Tip those shoulders back. You got it. Pull your abs in. Lift yourself up. See if you can feel it more in your hips. 10. Counting it down. 9. 8. Drive down, lift up. 7. 6. 5. Almost there. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Shake that off. Take it off. Get some water. Take a little walk around your space. Right? Move it around. So you're moving your legs, active through the legs. You're kind of engaging those muscles in a different way. And I'm betting that walking feels really easy. Just a bet. All right. Now here, we're going to do a roll down, lift up, step back. Roll down, lift up, step back. So I have this as a kickstand, but I'm not doing a two-legged roll down. It's just light. Single leg going back. Plant your right leg. Slide that hip back. Lengthen your spine. Tip the shoulders. Drop it down. Get light on this leg. Just practice for a second. And then slide this hip back more and tilt your chest forward, keeping your spine long. Now, if you want to, you could hold on to something. I want you to hold right here for a second. Micro bend this knee, push the butt back more, shoot your head forward more. And now this very subtle tuck under of the hip. Just, it's not rounding your back. It's tucking under with the hip. Stand up. All right, so we're trying to activate glutes and hamstrings more than making it a lower back exercise. Your lower back does work, but I just don't want to create more force on it. So now we're going to go down, up, step back, up, hinge, lift, step back. So you could use this. You can go as fast as you want to. We're going to 10. Keep your abs engaged. You could use this as practice for your balance. Right? You see how much you're on one foot? So much work in this standing leg. Shoulders back. Yes? Whew. Little bit of fire there. Hip back. Press down. Squeeze your abs in. Right? Like I'm staying just kind of low, center of gravity. That was it. That was 10. Shake it out. A lot of leg on that. Other side, I want you to practice rolling it down first. That single leg, hip back with that hinge, chest forward. Place your hands on something. Lengthen your spine, crown of the head forward. Tuck that hip in, kind of line it up. Take a second. Hip goes back more. Push down through the heel, that very subtle tuck under with the hip. So you're activating the glutes and the hamstrings. And now we go. Take it down. Press it up, squeeze your abs in. That ab squeeze is what will give you the stability. So it's down, up, back. You're just engaging all of these muscles, right? So everything is locked in from your knee to your ribs. Press down, lift up. Hinge, stand, press down, lift up. Breathing the whole way. I'm just like smashing my heel down into the floor. It's so firm down there. Press down, lift. Fire up your glutes. Find your hips. I'm going 2 more. Yes. And then shake it out. Amazing. Other side. Plant it. You know it's going to be a little bit different this time. Square it, zipper it up, push back through your hip, drop the shoulder blades down, let's go. Take it down, up, back. Now you could use dumbbells for this, right? One of the things I love about not using dumbbells is an increase in the attention On the squeeze, are you breathing? Right, and here that squeeze is really in the glutes. Shoulders back. Breathe and lift. Down, up. Going one more. Down, up. And press lift. Amazing. Shake it out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Other side. Square it up, lift it up, push into the heel. Let's go. We hinge forward, you push the hip back, and then you step back. Hinge, stand. Think about your shoulder blades. Drop them back, squeeze them in towards your spine. Hug your rib cage in so you're squeezing the abs. Shoulders back. Yes. Hip back. Breathing. Working that stability. Don't lose your focus. Push into the heel. Tuck it under as you lift up. You've got it. One more. Down, up, step back. Walk it off. Big loop around your room. Your legs, I hope, feel different than they did when you first started. Yes, getting some water. Give them a second. Now we're going to do a little bit of, we're just going to throw in some shoulders here, lateral raises. I'm going to use light weights because I want to hold them at the top and add in some isometrics. So I do want light weights. Otherwise you won't, it'll just be in your neck. So you want to bend your knees a little bit, pull your abs in, tip the shoulders back, and you're going to lift out to the side, kind of like you're hooking your thumbs, and then lift the elbows a little bit so you square things up. So you're not here, but just take a look. Could you set your wrist and your elbow on a countertop and they would both be on touching it? Now from here, just your left side, down and up, go. Down for 5, down for 4, pull the shoulder back. 3, lighten the toes, lift your abs up and in. 2, hold it, and 1, other side, down. 5, down. You probably have to take a look. 4, right? 3, because we can think we're doing it one way. 2, and the first side goes. Go. So fun. 5, elbows back. 4, pull your abs in, chin up. 3, lift that elbow up. 2, good morning, shoulders, and hold. Other side, down. 5, down. 4, down. 3, pull your abs in. 2, guess what? Both together, let's go. Down. 5, down. 4, down. Breathe and lift. 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Amazing. Now, right here, rotator cuff. You don't have to use anything. I'm not using anything. If you want to, you could use a band. Here's what I want though. Tuck the elbows in, like just come into your sides, lift your chest, and then squeeze your abs, a little bend to the knees. Now watch my elbows. See where they are? I want to just kind of tip them forward a little bit. So now I'm lined up, straight up and down. Thumbs going back, and then just squeeze and hold. So lift your chest, bend your knees a little bit, abs in, chest up, chin up. So I'm doing this to be sure I'm not making my neck really tight. And now find the muscles right around your shoulder blades, like flatten them out. And now bring the arms together, and now open it up. Drop down, squeeze, tip those elbows forward, bring it together, open it up, squeeze, Squeeze your abs in more. So we're working the squeeze. Breathe. Light through your toes. Squeeze. Yeah, so we're trying to kind of like seek and find the patterns of movement that we need to create, that when we get into compensation patterns, we miss, and some of them are kind of common. Your shoulders are so complex. There's so little bony attachment, ligaments. There's just so much muscle attachment holding your shoulders. So when things get shut off, things don't work, I know we might be doing extra. And as we know, we love extra. Hold it right here. Tip the elbows forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Mid back, upper back. Like you want to feel that all in this area around the shoulder blade. Going back to this one. Second set. Right? Are you glad you're not doing legs? Abs in, chest up. Drop the shoulders down. Just situate yourself and then lift out to the side. Check your elbow, check your forearm, your wrist. One side goes. Down and up for 5. Squeeze your abs in more. 4, 3, pulling back. 2, and the other side. Down. 5. Down, elbow back. 4. Take it down. 3. Take it down. Pull that elbow back on the isometric. 2. First side goes again. Go. Down. 5. Down. Abs in. Pull. 4. Down. Oh, check those elbows. They are sneaky. Right? They just sneak out. And then the other side. Go. Down. Last time. 5 until we go together. 4. Smile. 3. It's easy when you're doing like perfect straight up posture. And now both together. Down and up. I just said the word perfect. It's not really a vocabulary word I use. 4, 3, unless you want to say like most things are perfect. 2, and 1, because it's all just subjective, right? Okay, setting that down. Back to the rotator cuff. I want to see what you've created so far. So when you bring the elbows in, then you tip forward, then you open it up. I don't know if you can see that, but there's this like activation in all the muscles in that upper back. That's what we want. Squeeze. Let's go. In, tip the elbows forward, lift your chest, pause. In, full pause. Breathe. Tip those elbows forward. Squeeze all the muscles in your upper back and you're breathing. You're using your core. So fun. I know. It is though, because this is what keeps you going. This is what makes your brain happier. This is what makes everything in your day better. Breathe and lift. Squeezing. It's the flex. Flexing changes your nervous system. I think that was 10, but we're going to do one more because 11 is even better. And then release. Shake it out. I'm going to move this chair out of the way. So we're going to do some downward dog into a plank. Have not done that in a while. And I'm going to do some leg lifting as well. So, however you want to get there, just find your way to downward dog. Hands are in front of you, heels are down behind you. What a great move for your back, for lengthening the hamstrings. Now, as you're here, soften the elbows and slide the shoulder blades down your back a little bit. And so we're just holding here. You're kind of hugging everything to your center 3 times. Breathe in and out. And every exhale, just drop what you don't need. Drop all the thoughts that you don't, really benefit from. Because there's not a lot of value to the thoughts that are just circling. Sometimes they take us out. And then when you get to your third breath, you're going to lift up from your core and come into a high plank position. If it would feel better to you, do this on your knees. I want you to hold. Squeeze your abs up and in. Make your head and neck in neutral alignment in 3, 2, back to down dog. Use your abs, slide it back. I'm like picking up Micah fur. That cat sheds more than anything. She's got like fuzz. She's like fuzzy fur. Slide the shoulders down, breathe in and out, and now we're gonna go forward again. This time in this high plank, we're gonna add a knee drop. So we're just gonna take the knees down and then lift it up. Now, if you are on your knees, you're just gonna hold. Breathe. So you're making this about your abs, right? And your mid-back. I let my hips sink down a little too far on that one. I'm going to 10. So you're trying to do this with leaving your hips as high up as you can. And notice it, if you leave your hips up and you tuck the knees under, you'll feel your abs more. It's like an upside down crunch right there. Take it back to down dog. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walking the feet to the hands to the feet, right? You're just doing what you can do. You're creating your own strength. You're breathing in order to stand up. How are you feeling? Everybody good? The leg lifting piece. We're gonna go from here to here, and then you're gonna go just down and up. So on the second here, from here to here, you definitely could use a block. So it's just a little down, a dip down to activate the leg, and then a lift up. And then we're gonna do a leg lift for 5, down and up, leg lift for 5, 3 rounds on one leg, then we switch. It's getting more fun, yes? We activate the muscles, and now we challenge the muscles. So we're gonna step back. If your foot has a weird thing, you could step in and lift up. Either way, here we go. So you're gonna lunge down, and then lift, pushing with power through that standing leg. Square your hips, extend that top leg back. I want to be able to look at you. Lift it up, and now you're just going to go down and up for 5. Square the hip bone so it's pointing to the floor. 4. Little micro bend to the knee. 3. Slide the shoulder blades down. 2. Hold it up there. See if you can balance. Challenge that. Drop it down into your lunge. Pick it back up. Strengthen that standing leg. Lift it up, extending everything down and up for 5. How are you doing? 4, strength, length. 3, pushing into the heel. 2, you are breathing. Hold it up there, tip it back and down. Stay with me. 1 last time. Challenge yourself. Push down, lift up, lengthen, down, 5, down, 4. Good. Down, 3. Square it up, don't lose your focus. 2, sensation in that standing leg. Oh my goodness. Take it down to your lunge, then we're gonna stand up. Whoo. Yes? All right, I'm gonna turn. You don't have to go anywhere. Just different side, different view. Okay, you ready? Bring it down into your lunge. Slide that hip down. You have so much intention here. Right? You could spend the rest of your day not paying attention to yourself, square everything, strengthen the standing leg, strengthen the lifting leg, down and up, go. 5, yes. 4, but right here, right now. 3, it's your time. 2, hold it up there. Drop it down to your lunge, but you're floating it down, pressing it up. Strength, power, stability. 5, shoulders back, square it up. 4, you don't have to think all the time, all day long. 3, about squeezing, pressing, breathing, and lining up. Hold it up there. But right now, this is now. Drive down, lift up, tip, down. 5, yes. 4, 3, pull everything in. 2, hey Micah, and 1, drop it down into your lunge, float it down, and stand up, walk it off. Amazing job. I know, I just walked away from you, I'm so sorry. How's everybody feeling? I need some water. Okay, we're gonna walk it back into our downward dog. And this time we're gonna take it into a push-up. So we're gonna do down dog, 5 push-ups. You could do it on your knees. Down dog, 5 push-ups, 3 rounds of that. Right, so now we're creating length, strength, stability, all the core work, however you wanna get there. If you like doing a sun salutation, whatever, you go, you do you. So you're sliding the heels down, hugging the shoulder blades down and in. You're breathing. You're light in your toes, soft in your elbows. So you've got 3 breaths. And then we're going to use your core to lift yourself up and come onto a high plank. From here, you're either on your knees, I'm walking my hands a little wider, or you're on your toes, 5 push-ups, go. So it's down and up. Using your abs, lift your head up. And when you get to 5, you're pushing back into your down dog. Little relief from the push-up. How are you doing? Yes? Slide the shoulder blades, working your back, working your stretch, working your length in the back of the legs, length in the side body. Then from your core, lift up, 5 push-ups, let's go. Down and up. Head up. Use your abs, right? It's not, you don't drop out. And then down dog. So you just don't want to let your abs collapse, because that'll be weird pressure on your shoulders, and then your abs miss out on that opportunity. I know this is like working rest, the oxymoron. Okay, from your abs, lift up, come up, push-ups, go. Last 5, use your core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down dog. Walk your feet to your hands to your feet. Breathe in, stand up. Doing more up and down today in terms of standing up. Next round, we're gonna take it down to the mat and do a series of bridges with the band. So, get that. How's everybody doing? Good? Great. You could put this on your mat. Such good work when we use this band in this way with this closed chain exercise. You have leverage, and you know that you are better when you have better glutes. You're just a better human. You think better. Who knew? Okay, feet. And by better glutes, I mean ones that work. I want your feet wide enough that you're pushing out into this band. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like, this doesn't feel like a lot of work. So from here, you're lifting up. Stay up there. I just need to move my band. If your band is higher up on your legs, it's going to obviously be easier because it's not being pushed out as much. So you decide, where do you want your band? As long as it's above the knees. Now from this position, I want to do that little tuck up and under, push up, drive down into your heels while you're pushing this band out. So you're actively engaging your glutes, like you're thinking about it, right? And if I just touch on my thighs, I focus on lengthening my spine better and I activate my core better. That's why I do that. Versus down here, I want to activate my core. Oh, here's the other one. Here's Osh. Down and up 20 times. Let's go. Down. 20. Now, every single rep here is on purpose, right? Every single rep, you're breathing, pushing out. I know that they want to just kind of collapse and come in, right? A little bit of fire out here. Now notice right to left. How's it going? It's one side taking over. If you need a little pause, take it, right? But we want to activate all kind, like different angles of those muscles. Breathe and lift. I'm going 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Feet wide, knees wide. Now bring the inside edges of your feet together. So it's just small in, out, right? It's like a 90-degree here, and then a little bit of engagement from the core, so it's not gonna look exactly like 90, but you're not just hugging your knees in. Does that make sense? It's from the core. Now the feet, inside edges of your feet touch, knees are coming out and in. So we're activating your abs, breathing, and now we're activating all of the lateral muscles in your legs, right? You've got to be intentional here. Do you feel your abs squeezing? Woo! It's just that press out. 10, 9, glutes, TFL, 8, tuck the shoulders under, 7, 6, 5, 4, you got it, 3, 2, and 1. Yes? Take a second. One more round, each exercise. Press down through your heels. I'm all conscious of the time on the clock now after going over. Press up and down, let's go. Press up, hold at the top. Get that press wide where it needs to be. I want you to go by sensation, not just exactly where you were last time. Could you tuck your hips up a little bit more? Could you slide your abs in and squeeze more? Could you tuck your shoulder blades under more? Pressing out so you feel all of this fired up, down and up. Let's go. Down, 20. Press through your heels, lift, breathe. Ha. Sorry. Press out. She was trying to jump on the table, she missed. Breathe and lift. Intention here, press out as you lift so you feel the squeeze. If you don't feel the squeeze because you're like, oh, I didn't really want to do that, fire it up. It's the whole point. Breathe and lift. Anchor your rib cage. Micah is the klutziest cat. 5 more. 5, anchor it in. 4, press down, lift up, you've got this. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Whew. Bring it up. Like that feels a little bit good, yes? Now, reset. We don't want to start from exactly where we ended. We want to start from a new place. So you're going to push out from into the band from your knees, anchor the inside edges of your feet together, activate your core a little bit, and now push out and in. Does it feel easier than it did the first time? Breathe. Squeeze your abs. Yes. You got it. So you've got to think about this. Just pressing the abs down and in. 10. She made it. 9. 8. Are you pulling your knees? Like, are you lifting up a little bit from the hip bones? 4. Almost there. 3. 2. And 1. Oh my goodness. With joy, take this thing off. Full stretch, all the way out. Extend your legs, extend your toes, extend your arms, and then bend one knee, bring your leg in, extend it up. Relax the shoulders, press that heel up. Feel the length in the hamstring, so good. The length in the back of the leg, right? That's what gets so tight when we have to sit a lot. Heel presses up. Abs are engaged here, right? You're just practicing all the time, and then relax that leg, take it down, extend the other leg up. pushing the heel up, drawing that leg back. And every once in a while, like just check, like if I took away my hands, would I lose my leg? Can I fire the top side of my muscles up so I can lift that leg up more? And then bring it down. Take it over to one side, little spine twist. And you bring this leg where it feels comfortable to you. If you want to be down here, you know how it works. Palm is up. Right? You'd think that these spine twists would just get better and better and better. And I find that some days they're twistier than others, which just tells me that it's so good to do it all the time, because then you're finding what needs to be released. You're finding what needs to be undone. Palm is up, elbows down, lengthening through the chest, muscles that also get extremely tight from all of our forward flexion and our lives. Back to the center, other side. Knee over, palm up, relax the hip, and see what's here. What's on this side that's different? Just notice the chest and notice the shift, right? Like the longer we stay here, it's not just the same. The longer you stay here, something happens. Something different happens. Back to the center. Hug your knees to your chest. So straighten yourself out, hug it in, release the lower back. Here she, well, after all that effort, it took her like 5 minutes to get up there. And then, what do you want today? Breathe that in. Exhale what is not going to serve you. Rock yourself forward. Always breathing as you stand up. Just take a moment to get the back of the legs, right? Like use your stand to stretch it out. Breathing in, lifting up, bringing it over. Oh, the side body. Other side. Amazing. Well done.